Stick to the process, follow the rules. Those are things that my mentors, advise me doing when implementing that online business. And going back to my autistic son Lucas, I think he's one of the guys who is helping me, cope with this, following this advice, because he's one of the best guys that I know of that follow the rules, that stick to the process, and I think I've learned a lot from my autistic son. It hasn't always been that way, but since we, as his parents, have accepted that that's how he behaves, that's how he is, and he is an autistic person, and that we have to adapt ourselves to that situation, things have changed dramatically. Hi guys, my name is Hery. I'm from Madagascar. I'm on a 9 to 5 job, and I am working toward building the free, flexible lifestyle that I want for me, as well as for my little family, my wife and kids. By flexible lifetime, I want to spend most of my time, the time where I am awake, doing things that I love, doing things that have some impact on people that matter. And for that, I am, transitioning to building an online business, because I think that online business will give me that flexible lifetime. And by flexible, I mean flexible in terms of time and schedule, flexible lifestyle, because I want to have a lifestyle where I can do some last minute cancellation because there are some activities or some emergencies or things, that plans that have changed that I need to take care of, and don't jeopardize my work or something else, because I don't have the time, I don't have day offs available, and all those things. Flexible lifestyle in terms of financial resources, because I want to have an activity that allow me to afford whatever dream or whatever activity I want to do with my autistic son or with my family, without worrying about making ends meet, but having enough financial resources to help other people and eventually help other parents of autistic kids. And finally, flexible in terms of location, because I guess the word would be the gameplay. If I have to go to Australia because there is some expert in some activities, then I will go to Australia. If I have to go to Canada, I want to be able to go to Canada for 6 months, for 3 years, for 2 years, for 1 day, because that's what is needed to develop my autistic son and develop my other kids also. And that's the flexible lifestyle I'm talking about. That's my ambition, and I hope to inspire other, parents of autistic kids to do the same if this resonates with them. So back to the introductions that I made. I told you that Luca, my 14-year-old autistic son, have taught me a lot of things. One of the major things is that he sticks to the rules. He sticks to the process. So, for example, he's now as autonomous as he can be. So the bus school picks him around 6 a.m. here at home. So he's the first person that is picked by the bus school, and in the afternoon he's the last one that they drop off. And when he's at school, so he have lunch at school, And times are tough now with these COVID things, and we can see as parents that they have maybe changed the meal plan or reduced a few things, because sometimes he's talking about what he has eaten, and we can see from what they are eating that things have changed. And most of the time, last year or 2 years ago at lunch, he was allowed, to add some extra meal for his lunch. Now it seems that he isn't allowed to do that anymore, and he's okay with that. Maybe the people, the caregivers there, has told him that he isn't allowed to add more anymore, and also he isn't allowed to bring some snacks from home. So in the evening when we have dinner, we can see that he is hungry. It's a bit sad to see it because he eats a lot in the evening during dinner, and he's very, nervous when he's back from school. But most of the time, Lucas don't know that he's, hungry. So he's nervous. You can see him, nervous around the house, and we can see that, well, maybe he's hungry, and once he have eaten something, he feels better. But anyway, when we are proposing him to bring some snacks that he can eat during his, trip to school, or that he can eat during the break at school, he says, no, I'm not allowed to. So he doesn't want to bring this. And that's why I say he's the one, he's the kind of person, maybe it's the same thing for autistic people, but they follow the rules to the T. And this is something that I have learned, and I want to be better at when it comes to implementing, and follow the process. Most of the time, my mentors in this online business field say, trust the process. And one of the things that they say, they advise us to do, it is, publish regularly. And for those who don't know, I have been a blogger, but I haven't published regularly. I have started, a podcast, audio podcast. I think I have around 90 episodes now, but it's not as regular as I want. And now I'm testing, I'm trying this video because at some point of time I didn't feel comfortable, showing up on video, because most of the time I recorded those episodes in the morning, as you can see. And, I don't feel like I look good, but anyway, I have, overcome that issue, so I'm now trying this video, and I'm trying to publish as regularly as I can, even though, for example, this morning I didn't feel like doing it, but, I'm trying to overcome this. So, what's the point of this episode? The point is simple. I have created a roadmap. Well, I haven't created. I am following a roadmap because that I am partnering with an already successful online entrepreneur called Anthony Morrison, and I have a few, thought leaders that I'm following. And one of the things that I've learned in this training also is that we have to, publish regularly. So that's why I'm doing this those YouTube videos. But the point is simple. Trust the process. I have set up, I have a clear roadmap in terms of building that online business that I want. So, by the way, if you want to follow that same path or roadmap, check the link on the description of this video, because everything is detailed there. You can eventually implement it. So, I want to be able to implement this, to follow the rules or follow the roadmap that I have already defined. And part of this is, stick through it. As of today, that's what I wanted to share with you. When I don't feel like doing things, when I'm on the low part of the tide, I'm just remember how my autistic son is teaching me how he does things, how he keeps on following the rules, how he sticks to the process. And this is one of the biggest lessons that I've learned from my autistic son. And I hope that by doing the same thing as having that same approach as he has, I will be also successful in building this online business, in setting up that flexible lifestyle that I'm longing for. That's for today, guys, and bye.